All right, everybody. My name is Daniel Stevens. I'm glad that everybody could join me today. Just kind of give y'all an introduction about myself. I am a Team USA powerlifter, personal trainer, motivational speaker, health coach. I kind of just wanted to touch bases on one of the biggest issues we have now, and that is reflective image versus self-image. Basically, the difference between the two. Reflective image is basically how others view us, and self-image is how we view ourselves. Basically, what I'm gonna do is just kind of talk about one and then the other, and then just kind of combine them. Basically, we have in this world too many critics, magazines, social media, a lot of big time social media, especially Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You see a lot of athletes, who get hammered, some who are enjoyed. And as myself as an athlete, I see it all the time. Basically, people like that, especially the critics, are what we like refer as haters. And of course, everybody sees the haters. It's a big deal. And usually there's three reasons why we have haters. They see you as a threat, they hate themselves, or they see how successful you are and they want to be you. That's basically as simple as that. But we can't let that really get to us because, those type of people are the ones who don't strive to be successful, So, and one of the other issues is that we start believing what these people tell us. And we can't do that. I mean, we have to be who we are. Another issue is we got friends who, especially best friends who are successful in one thing, and you think, oh, I want to be like that person, which is okay. It's okay to have role models. It's okay to have somebody to look up to. It's okay to have mentors. I got one myself, my good friend BJ, who's been coaching me for 3 years now. It's good to have those, but the thing is, you want to be able to separate it between being like someone and looking up to someone. Basically meaning like it's okay to go to them for advice. It's okay to want to have like their mentality, their attitude, but to be like them, that's not you. You want to be yourself. Basically, you want to strive to be your best so that other people see how successful you are. They want to be the same way, and it just kind of goes down that way. If that makes any sense. Like you don't want to like, let's say for example, I don't know if anybody knows CT Fletcher. He's a world powerlift champion. Someone I look up to. Don't want to be him? No. Don't want to have his success though? Yes. So that's the difference, like between being somebody and wanting what they have compared to what you want and what you have. You basically have to build it yourself. So when you're looking at self-image, it's like basically how you see yourself. What do you have to do to be successful for yourself? One of the biggest issues that a lot of my clients have, or people I'm mentoring, is that they get discouraged because there's a certain person or that they want to be like, or there's another athlete that they see and want to be like, but when they can't be like them, it kind of destroys their attitude and motivation. And I have to remind them that you're out there for you. That's the only person you need to worry about is yourself. Not them, but what they're doing, but you. What do you have to do to make yourself successful? We find ourselves living in a world built by how others view us. That we like. Let's put it this way: like the media has destroyed a lot of people. For example, there's a lot of hate going on with police and cops. But here's the thing: media only wants you to see the bad part. They never put anything good. They never praise them. They always want to give you the bad. Just because, I mean, one, they're critics. That's their job. They have to tear people apart. But also, they don't want to see like that kind of. I'm trying to put this in a way that makes sense. It's what they look for. It's like to get people involved, but in the wrong way. So like with the whole Ferguson deal, the whole cop that was shot in Charleston. Now, the one in Charleston I can agree with, that was bad. With Ferguson, we don't know, but the way the media distributed it, I mean, it gave every cops a bad name, and that's how things are with everybody, like with athletes, careers. People want to try to tear you apart, but you can't let it happen. Like they are. There are two important days in your life. I've always said the day you were born and the day you found out why. When you figure out that why you were born and what you were meant to do, life gets so much easier. You ignore the haters, you ignore people who don't want to see you succeed. They bash you, this and that. Like those type of people you just want to ignore. And like I said, it's okay to have people to look up to. Like it's okay to have that somebody that you can go to talk to. But again, you are not that person. You can only be yourself. There's a difference between able to versus want to. There are those who wish it, but then there's people who are doing it. For myself, I wasn't real sure what my meant to be was. I'm 28 years old now. I'm just now figuring out what I want to do in my life. Like I was out of college. I had 3 jobs. Wasn't real sure which way I wanted to go. Had about 2 or 3 different jobs, but then with my powerlifting and everything, like a lot of people have come to me in a positive way, saying how much I've impacted their lives, not to give up, to strive for success. And to me, that right there told me exactly what I need to do. And it's been an awesome feeling. I go to work. I'm there 12, 13-hour days, motivating people every single hour of the day, helping them strive to be successful, helping them strive to reach their goals. And it's a great feeling knowing that they're going out there and tell their friends, their family, how great they feel just because of one person, which is me. Like I'm giving them that hope. And that, again, that's the difference between, looking up to somebody, having a role model, and them trying to be me, which is different. You have to be a reflection of yourself, basically. Like when you wake up every morning, you look at the first thing you do, you look in the mirror. You have to ask yourself, who am I? What's my name? Like, what is my purpose? What am I going to do today? Set goals, set opportunities for yourself. When you get up, everybody has a goal. You may not think it, but you do. Every day you get out of bed, that's a goal. Everybody, it ain't easy getting out of bed. There's days like you just want to lay around all day. So that to me, just getting up every day is a goal in life. Being able to walk out that door, being able to do what you do every single day and be successful at it. There's gonna be days. No, it's not a great day. It's not. You're gonna have horrible days, but then you have better days that outweigh the bad ones. And it's all about how you perceive and your attitude towards that. And getting back to, reflective, again, like we have people like Justin Bieber, Kim Kardashian. Like I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fan. Like especially Kardashians, they're fake. They love the attention, and you got people out there who want to be like them. Why do you want to be like them? Like so fake, like why would you want to do that to yourself? No, you need to do something that's meant for you, your life. Let's see. Another thing is, again, you can't really worry about what others think of you. Again, you have your haters, but you know what? I love haters. Main reason is because they give me more fuel to do what I do best. They tell me you can't do this, you can't do that. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? I was like, that's for me to worry about. That's not for you. That's for me. And I love people like that because they motivate me so much. Like, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. Watch me. I'll do it. You tell me you can't do something, it's gonna make me want to do it even more. You will never hear me tell somebody that they cannot do something. Like that is the most important thing in people's lives that they don't realize. Like if somebody tells them they can't do something, in their head they feel like, oh, I can't do that now. If they don't think I can do it, I can't do it. You can't have that. Again, that's reflective. because they think you can't do it. You're thinking, oh, I can't. You have to get back to yourself. Okay, they don't think I can, but all that matters is that you know that you can. Like even with your job, with a competition, whatever it is. One of the biggest things I've always struggled with early in my career with powerlifting is, I would go in and these guys were like 200, 300 pounds, and it scared crap out of me. Especially my first competition, I didn't know what to expect. Walking there, these real big guys, and I'm 175 pounds going up against 200, 300 pound guys. But at the same time, again, that I had to go in there and be myself. Like I could not worry about them. I could not stress their preparation. Like I prepared for this. I had to go in there and do my best. And in each competition, I had to keep telling myself that, like, because it seemed like every competition, the lifters kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And and yeah, it can get to your nerves. I was worried for a bit, but then I got to thinking, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go in there, do what I'm supposed to do my best work, because that's all you can do. You can only do what you think you can do at its best, and that's when you learn how successful you are, is when you do your best. You may not always win, you may not always succeed, but the fact that you keep trying, that's what sets you apart from other people. You're gonna have those who quit and they think it's okay. That's not, in your mind, that should not tell you that it's okay for you to quit. That should keep you going, because you want to be better than them and you want to be better than yourself. Like if you're going to be in competition with anybody, it should be with yourself. If like every time I'm working out, I'm in a competition, I always want to do better than I did the last time. Do I always? No. There's days I go in there and I just stink up the place. But I learn from those mistakes. I take it into practice. I build from it, and I go into the next competition and I build from there. A prime example. Last year, some of you know that I had a serious leg injury. My hamstring tore all to pieces, and it pretty much put me out. I went into retirement. I gave it up. Doctors told me, I probably should just lay low. Everybody was telling me that, and then I got an opportunity to make the U.S. team. And in my head, I'm sitting there thinking, well, should I really do this or should I not? Should I risk another injury, or worse, making my injury worse than it is going into this? So, after weighing out the options, I was like, you know what? I've been given an opportunity. I need to take it. I was like, I need to see where this can go. And I only had a month to prepare, which is not a lot of time to prepare for a competition, especially after being out for 2 months. So, long story short, I prepared, I went in and I made the team. And then again, I had another month to prepare for World Championships, which again is not a lot of time. But I told myself, it's like, I'm gonna go in here, I'm gonna give it my best, see what happens. In my mind, yeah, of course I wanted to win. It's a World Championship. You're going up against the best athletes in the world. And again, in my mind, I was sitting there thinking, well, these guys, they're going to be just 10 times as big, and it kind of messed with me, my mind mentally. And that's what hurt me big time in the long run, because when I went to compete, I choked. I worried too much about them instead of myself. And it's crazy how the mind works, like how much all it takes is one comment, one word to destroy your mentality, to take how someone can sit there and say, you know what, you're going to fail. And in your mind right there, it's done. In your head, you already said, oh, well, they said it, so it's true. I failed. I can't do it. And, coming out from my competition, I learned, and it was like a wake up call to me. Like, I can't worry about what these other guys are doing. It has to be about me. It has to be what I'm doing, what I'm thinking. And I need to win this. I need to do this for me, not them. Like, I don't need to worry about other people. So I had 2 weeks off. I had recover. Still having leg issues. I mean, still am today, but I have such a passion for this that I keep going, which is how everybody's mentality should be. You have that drive, that passion for what you do. That you're gonna have obstacles. You're gonna have things that get in your way. But depending on how bad you want it, you gotta keep that mentality. Like, I got this. I can do this. And and that's basically how how I've been doing this through the whole way for the last 3 years. I've had my injuries, I've had my doubts, I've had people in the way, I've had my failures, but at the same time, I'm still doing it. Like, I'm here today doing it, and that's what helps keeps the fire going. Like, staying positive about it, going in there each day with a positive attitude, doing something today that people will remember me for tomorrow. That every day I tell myself that. Do something today that others will remember me for tomorrow. Rise to the top. Like, set the bar so high that people who want to be you can't reach it. And that right there in itself, is huge. Like, when, especially the people who hate, and then all of a sudden, like, they see how successful you are. Either they're going to hate more, or they're going to be like, oh man, I was wrong, I want to be like him. Give them a reason to hate. Keep pushing. Like, in this world, there are more haters than there are motivators, and it's sad. Like, every day, I get on Facebook, and there's more negative than positive, and people feed off that. Like, it's crazy how one person's mood can affect another. And again, that's like, if somebody's bad mood affects yours, then it's a reflection. You're pretty much being them. It sounds silly, but you are. Now, if somebody has a bad mood and you go in there and you're like, okay, let's figure out why. Let's figure out how we can do to make your day better. That in itself, that's being supportive. That's almost being a mentor. That's like helping them. And that's the attitude you got to have. But again, you have to do what's best for you. You have to do what you got to do to succeed. And it's so important, like, that you figure out what your why is in life. Because once you do, things will sell so much easier. Like, a lot of people, think, well, I'm okay with just being, a high school drop. I'm okay with just, working at McDonald's. I'm okay just selling tacos out of the back of a trunk. I mean, that's me. That's how me. But is it really, like, is that something you want to share with somebody in the future? Like, is that something you would put on a resume? Like, yeah, I sold Starburst out of the back of my car. It's like, that's not something that, if you were to tell me that, I would laugh. If you come to the job with me and told me that, I probably would laugh. Because, I mean, to me, that just tells me you don't care. That doesn't tell me you have the drive to do what I need you to do. Like, that's, and I've had been in several interviews with that, where I've had, even the people who were interviewing me just didn't have that I don't care attitude. Like, they asked me a couple questions, like, oh, okay, cool. For me, I wouldn't want to work for somebody who didn't have the positive attitude. Like, I don't want to go to a workplace and just everybody's a Debbie Downer. It'll I mean, again, it'll probably affect me, but at the same time, I'm there for myself. I'm there to do a job. I'm there to motivate others. I'm there to, help people reach their goals, and, and just worry about myself. And also, a lot of people tend to lean towards others, which is okay. But, like, you don't want to lean to the point where if you make it a habit. Like, you got to be able to learn to build yourself. It's okay. Like, you want that guidance, but at the same time, you want to be able to do it yourself. You should, every time you leave work, you leave practice, anywhere you leave, you want to ask yourself, did I do my best today? Did I do all I could today? Did I leave a positive outlook today on other people's lives, or whatever it is that you're doing? Did you do your very best today? I mean, yeah, you're gonna have days where you just don't feel like doing anything. You don't have it in you, which is okay. The thing is that it's over, it's done. Move on. Like, the next day, like, go to sleep, rest, wake up the next day with a different attitude. Like, you know what? Yesterday was bad, but I'm gonna go into the day and kick ass. That's all you gotta do. Like, that's how I'm gonna handle this. Like I said, you want to make a name for yourself. Like, you want to be able to. You want people to know when they hear your name, like, oh man, I know that person. They're so awesome. They're amazing. Like you just want to set the world on fire, build a foundation. You know, once you find out what it is that your purpose is in life, that right there is the platform. You just want to keep building, building, and building. You want to build off that. That's your platform. You know, and I tell every single person that I come in contact with, you want to dream the impossible so you can wake up to do the impossible. And no matter what nobody says. And like, again, and like I said, it's okay to be vulnerable at times. You know, we all are. We all have emotion. Like we can't all be badasses every day. But the thing is, you got to remember that just because that one day you don't, like, doesn't mean you can't be for the rest of your life. You know, like there's people out there battling depression, battling anxiety. There's people out there who are lonely. But you know what? I've seen more of those people they're the most positive people you'll ever meet. They have the most positive outlook on life than those who have everything and complain that they don't have enough. Like, that makes me so mad. Like, seeing somebody who has so little be so positive than somebody who has it all and just complain the entire time. Like, you know, everything I've done to this point, I've worked for. Never had anything handed to me. You know, I was raised to earn what I have. And, you know, not what other people have, but what I have. Like, I never had anything handed to me. I never wanted anything handed to me. You know, that's just not me. It's not how I operate. Like, if I want something, I'm going to go for it. Just like I did last year. You're like, yeah, I was hurt. I was in pain. But you know what? I wanted to make the U.S. team. I want to go to World Championships. I want to win. So you know what? I got off my ass, went to physical therapy, did what I had to do to make the team. Did the outcome come out at the Worlds? No, that I wanted. No, hell no. But you know what? I learned from it. It was an awesome experience, and I look, you know, to take that what happened last year into this year's Worlds competition. You know, being that this is my final season, I'm retiring after the Worlds this year. I can look back and say this is what I did. You know, 4-time state champion, All-American, All-National champion, you know, silver medalist world champion, or silver medalist world championships. You know, and yet people are gonna be like, so what? He's like, so what? When's the last time you did that? You know, you gotta ask them that. You know, when's the last time you were successful? When's the last time you accomplished something? And they don't have a word to say after that. But you just got to make sure to do what you do for you, not anybody else, but yourself. Like, you create that foundation. And like I said before, do something today that people will remember you for tomorrow. And just keep building from that. You know, don't keep feeding them negative energy. They sense when they get to you. They know when they got to you, and that's why they keep doing it. But if you keep proving them wrong, they'll stop. No doubt. Every day I deal with haters on Instagram, Facebook. Somebody's posting something, but I never respond, because you know what? I'm better than that. I don't want to give them a reason to keep hating. That's just them. They haven't won anything. They haven't done anything in their life. And that's why they see you as a threat. They hate themselves, you know, like, they see how successful you are, and because they don't want to work for it, they just want to try to tear you down, just so that you become unsuccessful. But you can't do that. You just got to remember to do things for yourself. Remember why. Remember what you were put on this earth to do. You may not. It may be later down the road. It may be tomorrow. It may be tonight. I may create something for you tonight. If so, hell yeah. But the day you remember you were put on this earth, there's not a better feeling. I mean, it's like, you got to ask yourself this: how do you want to be remembered? How do you want people to remember you every day? Like, do you want it to be in a good way or in a bad way? Only you can write the book on your own life. Nobody else. You're the author. You illustrate it. You put it out there for people to read. What you do every day is a reflection of yourself. which goes back to self-reflection. You need to be a reflection of yourself. Sometimes we don't know. Some people are lost right now, which is okay. It's okay to be lost. It's okay to make mistakes. That's what we do. We make mistakes. I know I've made my fair share of mistakes, but you learn from it, you build from it, and you take it into the next day, to the next year, next millennium. How far you want to take it, that's up to you. Like, it's how bad you want it, how bad you want that success. Again, you want to set the bar, you want to set the tone for yourself. Like, do something great today, do something even greater tomorrow. Be yourself. Be that person that you love yourself. Like, that's the only thing I can really pin in your head. Be yourself. If you're yourself, you do what you got to do. You grind hard every day. Positive things will happen. And I've got a couple friends right now who are struggling with that. And I've struggled with it myself. I've dealt with anxiety. I've dealt with depression. It's rough. It is, and it can really take a toll on yourself. Like, it can affect your life bad, because there was a time in my life I wasn't sure what the hell I was doing or what I wanted to do. It happens, and that's one of the great things about having friends, having mentors, that they help guide you back to the road of success. Like, they help you get where you need to go. And I've been very thankful, blessed to have a great family, great friends, great fiance, love her to death, who's been very supportive of me, even though they get worried half to death when I compete. But again, like, I do this for me, nobody else. Like, this is what I was meant to do. I was meant to change people's lives. I was meant to impact lives, motivate lives. This is my book. This is how I'm writing it. Not letting anybody else illustrate or write it. I'm writing it. And that's the way you should be too. When you're figuring out your life, you write the books. And just like anything else, when you build something, it may not always work. Go back to the drawing board, figure out what you need to do to fix it, and then go from there. That's the only way you're going to be successful, is to build, learn, fix, and move on. Like, we all can't be rock stars. I'm gonna tell you, a rock star. Everybody's a rock star to me. I don't care who you are. You be mean as hell. You're still a rock star to me, because that's just me. I like everybody. I'll chat with anybody. I don't care. Stranger, I don't know you, I'll still talk to you. That's one of the great things about my job. Tons of people come in the gym every day. I may not know you, you may not know me. I'm gonna make myself present. I want you to know who I am. I want you to know that if you have any issues, you can come to me, which is what I'm doing tonight. If you have any questions whatsoever, if you need help with something, if you need help with guidance, I'm here. But you got to remember, I can help you, but you can only be you. You can only set your own pace. And and one last thought. I appreciate y'all tuning in and listening. I know I ramble on and on and on and say the same thing, but I just want to make sure that y'all know that life isn't over unless you think it is. Like, there are winners and there are losers. Losers are the ones who fail and don't get back up. Winners fail, but they get back up, and that's what makes them winners. That's what makes them a champion. Like, when you fall and you decide to get back up, you're a winner. Like, you may fail, but you're still a winner if you get back up and try again. You just keep plugging away until you reach your goal, till you reach your passion, like whatever it is. And that's what it means to be successful. Like, I don't care what anybody says. But like I said, it may not be today, may not be tomorrow, it may be down the road before you figure out what it is. But once you figure it out, that moment in your life, you figure that out, it'll be a great day. It'll be a fantastic day, because at that moment, you know what you're capable of. You know what you can do with your life. And you know yeah, I got it figured out. I mean, I'm still figuring out things along the way. Like I'm still like I said, I'm retiring after this year for powerlifting. I mean, it's taking a toll on my body. Get ready to be married, probably start a family. So I gotta be smart, but at the same time, I'm continuing my motivation to others. Like I'm keeping people. Like I'm still helping others like reach their goals, reach their dreams, whatever it is. I'm not gonna stop doing that. I'm probably doing that for the rest of my life through work, through my actions, whatever it is. And again, you will never hear me tell somebody they can't do something. I don't like to be told I can't do something. If you tell me I can't do something, I'm gonna go do it. I may fail, but I'm gonna fail trying. And I'm more like I'm very stubborn like that. This is how I am. Like I'm gonna keep doing something till I can do it. And it ain't just to prove you wrong, but it's to prove to myself, you know what? Somebody told me I can't do something. I'm gonna go do it. I can do it. And I don't even like that word can't. Like I have clients who tell me I can't do something. I act like I don't even know what that means. Like I don't know how many Espanol, I don't know what that means. Like what does that mean? Like what muscle is that? How do you work it? What's that can't word? I don't understand it. And it may be unreasonable. Like I'm gonna jump from a tall building to the other. Go ahead. I'm not gonna tell you can't do it. Stupid, but no, I'm not gonna tell you can't do it. No, I'm just kidding. I won't tell somebody to go jump from a tall building to a tall building. But what I'm saying is, like, I'm not gonna tell somebody they can't do something. If you come to me and say, "Hey, I want to do this. Do you think I can?" Hell yeah, I think you can. But do you think you can? Do you think you can do that? I can tell you all day long I think you can, but unless you believe it yourself, that it ain't gonna happen. So going back to it's good to have those role models, but again, you don't want to try to be somebody you're not. Like everybody wants to be like Michael Jordan. It ain't gonna happen. You can't be like Michael Jordan. Like you may be able to play great like Michael Jordan, but you're not gonna be Michael Jordan. You're not gonna have the money, like you don't, or the success. Like you have to create your own success in your own way. You want people to look at you and say, "Hey, I want to be like him. I want to be like, I want to be like her." Like have people thinking that about you. Like have people want to be like you. But again, at the same time, separate the line between reflective and self. You can only be yourself instead of somebody else. Like be you. And again, like I can't stress it enough. Again, we have so many haters in this world. It's sad. Like, and again, when I read some of these posts that people put on Facebook and Instagram, it's just like, really? Like, this is what you're worried about? This is how you live your life? And I mean, some people like that. They live on social media. Like, I mean, granted, I live on social media, but I mean, it's part of my job. Like, I have to put myself out there. I have to advertise myself. This is a selling point for me. But, I have 2 Facebook pages. I have my personal and I have my Team USA page. I separate the 2. All my stuff, lifting wise and motivation wise, goes on the lifting page. All my stuff personal really goes on that page. And I really choose who I have on my personal page because I see a lot of negativity. I just remove that person because that's not, I don't want that in my life. I don't want the negativity. And you shouldn't either. Like you shouldn't want that negativity in your life. And again, when you, and there's going to be times where you see somebody, it's okay. Like, I know how women are, not to be sexist, but I know how women are. Like, they go out with each other and have a good time. They're like, "Oh my God, I like that dress. I want that dress. I would look so good in that dress." Like, it's like comparing Starbucks to Doritos. Like Starbucks and Doritos don't really go together. Like it's just nasty. I don't know if they maybe ingredient that flavor that they might make it good, like a sweet Dorito flavor. I don't know, but women tend to look at other women and they want to be that. Like they want, I want to be that skinny. I want to be that tone. I want to be that muscular. Which, you know what? Do what you got to do to get to that point. But again, you're not that person. You got to be the person that deep inside you can be. Like, yeah, you may want to. Yeah, you can be muscular if you want to, like her. But just remember, you're not that person. You are yourself. You're not her. You're yourself. Like me, if I, going back to CT Fletcher, one of the all-time lifters that I look up to, I'm not gonna be big like him. I don't want to be big like him, But do I want his success? Yes. So I'm going to do what I have to do to be successful for myself with life, family, work, whatever I do. I want to be successful. And, you know, and you know, I struggle with that sometimes. Like I may have a bad day and, you know, I'm like, oh, crap, that's it. I'm done. But then I wake up the next day, I'm like, you know what? That was silly for me to think that. Like, that's not me. I'm going to go in here and attack this day harder than I did yesterday. I'm going to build from that, which is what you got to do. You just got to create opportunities for yourself. Build from that foundation. Just keep getting higher and building and building and building to the very top to where nobody can reach it. Only person that can reach it is yourself. That's the only way to be successful. It's to worry about yourself, not worry about others. Do what's best for you and not worry about what other people think of you. Because if you do, it's going to be a long trip down that road. Because you're going to have it. You're going to have obstacles. All you got to do, you got to conquer them. You got to move mountains. You got to attack those obstacles. It's like, is that all you got? It's what you got to say. Is that all you got? Is that the best you got from me? Like, keep bringing it. I love a challenge. You got to challenge yourself sometimes, you know? Who says things were easy? If things were easy, everybody would do it, you know? Like, push yourself to be the best that you can. Do things, again, today that people will remember you for tomorrow, for the rest of your life. Reflect, build, and maintain on down the road. That's the only way to be successful. That's the only way you can be yourself. Is that, and not worry about what other people think. And you know, that's basically what I had to say. You know, if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. You can follow me on my Facebook page. Just Daniel Stevens, Team USA Powerlifter. You can follow me on Twitter. You can follow me on Instagram at Next Level Stevens, which is a new movement I'm actually trying to bring in once I retire. So it's called Next Level Fitness or Next Level Training. I haven't figured out yet, but I'm gonna try to get that going. But just remember that I'm here. If anybody needs anything, if you have any questions, if you need motivation, if you need to pick me up or anything like that, I'm here. Just remember that I can give you all the tools you need, but you can only build from those tools yourself. I can't do it for you. Nobody else can do it for you but yourself. So at this point, I'm gonna leave y'all with that thought. Like, I want y'all to take this from tonight, and I want y'all to think like, okay, I don't have it figured out yet, but get some ideas. Like, what do I think is best for me? What do I think is going to actually make me more successful, and build from that? You know, it's going to be hard. There's going to be times where there's things going to get in the way. Just push through, conquer, move it out of the way, kick its ass. That's all I can tell you. Because life's going to be hard. Tell you right now, it gets even better once you figure it out. So I'm going to go. Thank y'all for tuning in. Next week, I'm going to have a cast on setting goals, goal setting, basically feeding off. It's going to lead off from tonight, what I talked about. And again, if you have any questions or concerns, just let me know. I'm here on Google Plus. You can send me a message. And actually, I would like for some of y'all to share what your passions are, what you think you might want to do down the road, or what you're trying to build. And maybe I can help you, give you the tools that you need. I'd love to help any way I can. Again, you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. And y'all have a good night, and thank y'all for tuning in.